Hello guys, it's Big Dave, and today we're doing another Raid Shadow Legends video, and specifically we're going over the news that's just dropped around the dupe system and the Hydra boss. I haven't got the video because my internet isn't very good, so I can't upload it. So I'm just going to go over what the video went over. I'll link the video in the description below and go over the details of what's happening, what's good, what's bad. You guys can leave comments saying what you think is bad, what you think is good. Be honest, that's what I want here, the honesty of it. So yeah, we'll get started on the dupe system. So obviously we had this announced a couple of months ago. For you guys who weren't here then, basically they were doing a system where they would our dupes would be able to be used in three separate entities, three separate ways of using them. One of them being the Guardian faction Guardians, which effectively means if you've got a dupe of a certain champ, you'll get better stats within the Vault Guardian to empower your champs that much more. So for I think the total was 10. So if you've got 10 dupes or 5 dupes and a main, you'll be able to fill it up and get stat boosts. So like HP, resistance, speed, accuracy, all the good stuff. So yeah, they obviously that's coming over the next week or so, I believe. So yeah, I have to be honest, I am looking forward to that. I've already started saving epics. I don't have many Legos, so that's really not going to happen for me at the moment until I get more of them. And when I do, they will be going into the faction guardians to empower my Legos within that faction. So yeah, I kind of like that ability they've added. So yeah, it's all good. I like that. It's definitely worth investing in keeping your dupes in order to empower your champs that you do use within your dungeons, clan boss, arena, all that good stuff. Um, Going on to the empowerment system, probably the worst part of this, I would say. Um, I wish I could show you the screenshot, but effectively, I've watched it several times, just so I've got it clear in my head, so I can tell you guys. Yeah, basically, if you've got a Lego, you can use dupes of that Lego to empower that Lego. You can do it 4 times, and to put it into context, I think it was 16 extra speed if you empower 4. So I think it was it 12? I think it was 12. So it was 3 for every dupe. You get 3 extra speed, and I think it was something like 12 or 13 resistance for every time you did it. So if you have 4 dupes, you get 12 extra speed, 55 extra resistance, and I think it was the same in accuracy. They said it wasn't going to be OP, but for me it is. 16 speed is a lot. It just is. The fractions between plat, the top and the middle and the end of plat, all comes down to speed. That's how the game works, especially in arena. I genuinely think they were hoping to keep it to a minimum, but I think they've added too much. The 12 speed is huge. Just to put it into context, you're going to get 12 speed by just having copies. That means you don't have to grind. It's literally going to be you feed, and that is it. They're empowered forever. I personally think it's going to mess up the meta. Well, it's not going to mess up the meta. It's just going to make it even more difficult because you're going to have CFs with 650, 700 plus resistance because then only Legos will have it. So the Legos you use in your defense are going to be even more OP. So yeah, not a fan. I think they've made a massive mistake here. I think it's far, far, far too high. Personally, like I was expecting them to leave resistance and speed out. Like I could have got accuracy to a certain point, but because you can never not have too much accuracy, but the resist and the speed are gonna kill it. Um, Honestly, I don't know what they're thinking. Saying this isn't a massive increase because I believe that it is. Personally, I'm not a massive fan of it. Um, yeah, I'll give my 10 pence worth on it. For me, I think it's a bad idea. But again, it's going to benefit the whales and every feed. The gulf now between the free to play and the whales and the top end of plat is going to be even more. So those guys like me who were what I was hoping one day to get near plat. With this, makes it virtually impossible for me, because I'm not going to be able to empower champs without before doing the Vault Guardian thing. So I'm not, for every dupe I'm going to get, it's going to be going in there for the extra there. So yeah, not a fan. So yeah, I'll stop ranting about that now. The next one was the life tokens. I kind of like this, but for me, out of the three, it's the last of the three I think you should do, purely because you want the bonuses from the Vault Guardians. You just do. That's what I feel anyway. Um, with the life tokens, you get 500 for everyone you feed to it. Um, the four champs are, I believe it's Manaya, who's going to cost you four dupes, no, five dupes. Then Foley, Tomblord, Fushan, and Morley, they're going to cost you six. And then Sinik is going to cost you eight. That's if it is what I've seen on the screen, because it was 500 life tokens, and Nick is 4,000. Foley, Fushan, Morley, and Tomblord were 3,000, and Manaya was 2,500. So Manaya is going to be five. Five? I think it's five, yeah. I think it's five she's going to cost. So she's going to cost at least. Out of the six, there's only one that I really want, and that's Tomblord. Purely one, I want to try and get Knights Rev on auto on Faximos, because I can't do it yet. Like, I've done it, but I can't get it on auto. And probably Nick, but I don't really need Nick, only really for Secret Room. So again, that's a passing fancy. But my guess is, according to the video, they're going to do certain times of the year events. So Nick is going to be for this Christmas, and then we'll probably have something different every time. So but then again, I would focus on the Vault Guardians first before you get into it. There is some good news going forward onto the Hydra camos, which is what I'm going to go over next. Yeah, it looks definitely like it's separate from the clan boss. In the video, I did mention it when I tried to record on that video, but the edit on it is dreadful. So I'm not putting that out there. Not for you guys. Not putting out average quality. So yeah, there was where the Hydra is. There was another portion to the screen that said something of the Void, I think it was called. Does look kind of interesting. So we're going to get something else hopefully next year. They clearly are working on more for it. It does look pretty good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, to see what that's going to be. The Hydra looks interesting. They're going to give us 3 keys a week. What happens is there's 4. You start with 4 heads. Then once you kill a head, the replacement head comes in after it. So effectively you've got 6. It's damage based exactly like the clan boss. It's not going to replace the clan boss, but there is a time limit on it where it rotates. So you get 3 keys a week. You get, if I remember right off the top of my head, I think it was 3 months or 2 months, and it rotates, or 4 weeks I think it was. It rotates. So you have it for 4 cycles, and then it rotates. But it rotates affinity and the starting positions. So obviously, running unkillables, I think it's not going to be possible, because there's a mechanic with one of them where he eats one of your champs. So again, going to be very difficult. There might be a way, but I'm nowhere near clever enough to figure that kind of stuff. I'll leave that to the guys who figured out clan boss. So yeah, building clan boss teams, but you can only use 1 team a week. So effectively, if you use 1 team on your first key, that's it. That team is locked. Then on to your next key, then on to your next key. So you're going to have to be very selective in what you use. So you're going to need up to 18 champs in order for your 3 keys over that week. So obviously pick your moments in when to do it. You can do it straight away. You can coordinate it with your clan how you want to do it. Again, there's going to be loads of guides out there. Hopefully I'm going to figure out how he works and find out certain champs you can use. Like obviously Hex is going to be useful. We've got a couple more champs coming. A lot of us are getting Cleopteryx very soon. There's obviously Ruel you can use, and just several other champs. So yeah, we'll work that out when it comes. And obviously it's layered like the clan boss. So if you defeat it and kill all the heads, That means you get, when you hit the threshold, same as clan boss, you get double the rewards for killing it. So yeah, so it's going to be exactly like clan boss in that respect, but it's going to change. It's going to stay the same all day. It's not going to change when you whittle it down. It's going to be the same heads for everybody, so we can all coordinate and try and kill it. So yeah, that should be fun. So you'll be able to coordinate with your clan. So yeah, really looking forward to that. Obviously, on top of that, they've released a few new champs. I'll go over them in a separate video. I know it's only dropped a couple of hours ago, and I just haven't had time to get round to it. But I will go probably over it tomorrow, do a video on them tomorrow. But what I would suggest for most of you, one thing I'm going to do when it drops is I'm going to basically go over the ways you can farm the rares if we need to use the rares. Because obviously there's going to be rares that you're going to want to use within the faction guardians. So yeah, so I'll go over that when more near the time that it drops and where they can be farmed, how to farm them. I'll go over how the drop rates. I'll go over where the best place to farm them is, the most effective way if you wish to empower your champs. So yeah, if there's if anyone wants to chime in on how they feel about this, because I know this is going to be very, I would say, very harsh on the free to play coming from the empowerment system. If there's anything you're happy about, not happy about, please leave in the comment section below. I look forward to you guys giving me feedback on what you think of this system. I am very interested to think how the community feels and is going to engage on this. So yeah, I'm Big Dave, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.